What's up, ladies, gents, and everyone in between? We are back. Shoebooty Sports coming at you. Normal night, Tuesday night. I am Grandpa on this screen after a 5 week hiatus. That's Bradley Brown on the other after also a 5 week hiatus. Say what's up, Brad.
5 weeks. I thought it was 3 weeks.
No, it's been like 4.5 at least. Either way, we've been gone for a
Uh,
while and we're back again. No, we didn't get canceled. No, we didn't quit. We just took a little bit of a vacation as I punched the table there. A little rusty. Haven't done a sports podcast in a while. Anyway, before we get going, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor. Y'all should still know the drill. Shoebooty Sports is presented by Rhino Races. Rhino Races is a virtual race series that offers 5 different races: a 5K, 10K, half marathon, a marathon, and the one of a kind Rhino Ultra. You can sign up for one or all 5 of their races at rhinoraces.com. Run your race at your convenience, track it with your fitness app of choice, screenshot your results as proof of completion, submit your screenshot to rhinoraces.com under the submit results section. Once your results are verified by Rhino Races staff, your award will be shipped to you by mail. Also check out their gear section while you're there for t-shirts, wristbands, decals, and more. That's rhinoraces.com. Rhino Races is the premier virtual running series. And you can find us, Shoe Booty Sports, on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on X at Shoe Booty Sports. I couldn't even tell you what we talked about last time. It doesn't matter at this point because I think it was closer to 5 weeks than it was three. I do know that. Um, I tried to do a podcast where I was thinking maybe I can do it with everything I have going on. And then after that first week or after the first couple of days, I was like, yeah, I can't do it. I need to put more focus on this and put the podcast on hold. So either way, there's the explanation. And we're going to move on and talk about some sports. We are in that we're gearing up for football. We are getting there. I did see that they had an early release for the college football preseason top 10. Texas being number one. I don't have the list in front of me. I know Texas was number one. That's what sticks out to me. Um, Ohio State was on the list. Alabama was on the list. A lot of your usuals, but Texas being number one. I, I, does the Arch Manning effect have something to do with that?
Probably. I'd
Well,
say it probably has a lot to do with it.
it definitely has something to do with it. How much does it have to do with it is more so my question.
I mean, I'm sure without them, there's still a. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure if you had someone in there, of Texas caliber with whose last name was not Manning, and they had everybody, all the talent elsewhere around them, they'd probably be in the top 12 at least. So he gives them a couple of bumps up the rankings.
Well, I mean, what's his face could have come back for another year. I don't even remember the guy's name at this point. Quarterback last year. I guess it's been that long,
It's
but
what's his name?
yeah. Do you remember his name?
Ewers?
Yeah, Quinn Ewers. There you go. All right.
What's
Um,
his name though? Also known as.
yeah, but that's how long ago it's been. At least for me at this point. Did he get drafted?
He did. I couldn't tell you who he played for. I just heard that he did not have a good showing in his first outing.
Um, well, yeah, we are a sports show, everyone. For those of you wondering, in case you like, did I tune into the
Hey,
right
he's
thing
not
here?
on an official roster yet, so we ain't got to know who he plays for.
Okay,
So
well there you there you go. He was pretty good at Texas, though. Yeah, the Arch Manning, I'm sure, has something to do with that. Or I'm again wording that wrong. He has a lot to do with that. But it's not the ultimate factor here. Apparently, Texas has a really good team. I don't know. I haven't followed. What do you think of the top 10? I do have it pulled up here. Texas won. Penn State two. Now their quarterback is returning, correct? Quarterback from a year ago.
yes.
Yeah. So I like that. Where I like Penn State at number two. You could really argue they should be could be number one. Ohio State 3, Clemson 4. Of course, Cade Klubnik back for Clemson.
Mm.
Clemson finished the year strong. Well, before the playoff, and they, I don't know, had a decent showing in the playoff. At least made it competitive for a little bit, unlike a lot of the early playoff college football playoff games. But Clemson at 4, Georgia at 5, Notre Dame 6, Oregon 7, Alabama 8, LSU 9, the U, Miami at 10. Um, Thoughts? What sticks out to you?
Uh, I don't know. Miami, I don't know. They got a lot of confidence in Carson Beck, I guess. Um, I don't know. I kind of see Clemson maybe being, I don't know. I can't see them superseding anyone above them. I think they're going to be good this year, though. Notre Dame, don't they have a new quarterback?
I believe so. You're going to have the same. I
That's
don't know.
that's the same stuff every year. I don't see them sticking there. I see that changing after about week, I don't know, 5. So I don't think they'll be in the top 10. Arkansas won't have anything to do with that. Just go ahead and putting that out there.
Yeah,
Because I think we play them in what, week 4, week 3.
it's early. I know that week
Yeah.
3 or 4. Yeah.
So
I don't know how you could. I think if it were me voting, I think I'd vote Penn State one if it were me voting. Although Ohio State, I mean, it's still Ohio State. I
yeah,
think Ohio State is doing this NIL era, and the Big Ten as a whole, they're doing just the most modern college football today better than anyone else, and that's the SEC included. I said a year or two ago, I thought that the Big Ten would do better overall over the next decade than the SEC. I don't know if you remember me saying that, but um, the teams that they brought into the conference from the West Coast, you're going to have Big Ten teams playing from early in the morning all the way through the evening, through the late night, what used to be Pac-12 hours. That's now Big Ten hours. You're going to have the Big Ten is going to be playing throughout the day. SEC can't say that. You're going to have eyes all over the Big Ten. The teams they brought in has made them comparable to the SEC talent wise. Of course, Texas and Oklahoma, big additions, but the Big Ten really, which they're not 10 anymore. So they do need to change that eventually. Uh, but as far as everything but the name of the conference, they're killing it. And it's hard to say Ohio State is going to have any drop off. It's not the same team, but you, you're just going to plug more in. I mean, we saw it year after year at Alabama. You know, there wasn't any drop off under Nick Saban. Of course, that's Nick Saban, but um, I don't know. I mostly agree with it. I wouldn't have Texas number one. I would vote Penn State number one. I think there's a little too much hype, and with the guy at quarterback being the last name Manning, I think he can play. I think he's obviously got talent, but I haven't seen enough of him to know how good he's going to be. Um, this almost feels like when Notre Dame was the preseason number one back in the Brady Quinn era. Everybody thought this could be the next thing, Brady Quinn, and it's a brand that we want to be successful. How many times have we seen throughout the years or recent years, within the last 10 to 15 years, Texas is back
we're back.
after
Yeah.
beating some mediocre Notre Dame team back when they were truly mediocre, or yeah, just having a 10-win season in between 6 and 8-win seasons. We've seen that countless times. And not saying this is going to be the same. I mean, Texas was closer to back than being that Texas team a year ago. Had a great season, but Ohio State was the best team in the country. Uh, I think Clemson's too high, and
You
this
think
is
they're too high?
yeah, and this is coming from a guy that likes Clemson football and just how they run their program. I think Cade Klubnik has improved from what he was a few seasons ago, but yeah, I think Clemson's too high on that list.
I think they got everybody coming back though. Like, there's no question marks about their squad.
Right. And well, there ever, when it's Clemson, I mean, in their down seasons, they have 9, 10 win seasons.
True.
But a lot of that is also who they play. It's not the ACC isn't the ACC of old anymore. At least it doesn't feel that way. Um, I don't think it's not the same program it was under Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. That's not the same Clemson teams. They've dropped off some. I think they're there more so on reputation, and they do have a lot of guys coming back, but I don't. I don't know. I just don't think they're the fourth best team in the country. Notre Dame, I feel that way too. I think they're also there on reputation. But now I don't know how many of their guys are coming back. Admittedly, you got that offensive line back, you got a chance, and the defense. The defense played really well all season. I think I saw Feinbaum griped about where Alabama was too low, saying that they're national championship contenders. I think they're right where they probably should be,
Yeah.
based on what we saw a season ago. Saban's not there anymore. Those days are over, and this is the Kalen DeBoer era. I don't know. I mean, he's no way he's going to have that success, the same success as Nick Saban, and also
Surely not.
Alabama's not paying like the top collegiate programs are. They're not paying the NIL money like Ohio State is. You are going to miss out on some talent. I mean, you're still Alabama, but that's why I think Penn State, Ohio State, Big Ten teams that they're going to be at the top tier Big Ten teams are going to they're better than the top SEC teams right now. They just are. Am I wrong?
Like their top two teams, or like you're saying, like top
Top
half.
top tier teams, whatever you want to say that is, 3, 4 teams are better than the top tier SEC teams. I said it. They were last year. I don't think that's going to change. The Big Ten has adapted to this modern college football formula better than the SEC has. There's no denying that,
Yeah.
and that equates to talent too. And I said it before on this show. I think the Big Ten will eventually surpass the SEC, at least for the foreseeable future, because of the teams they've added and just the way they're handling this modern era of college football. SEC has some work to do to catch up with that, and they're not there yet.
Yeah.
LSU at 9, probably where they should be. I don't know. Um, it's LSU. They probably should be in that range.
Yeah. They're bringing back the quarterback. Always have a solid defense. Should be good.
Brian Kelly and still coach. Uh, the more interesting teams looking at this, Illinois number 12.
Yeah. They're getting a lot of love this season.
Yeah, well, Arizona
Old Bert.
State at 11, but Brett Bielema back in the Big Ten and doing well at Illinois.
Yeah. Bert's doing pretty good.
Yeah, he should have just never left the Big Ten. I mean, should have just never left for whatever reason. He just couldn't figure it out in the SEC. Is that more so? Is that him being unable to adapt to this style of football or culture of football? Or is it because he was at Arkansas? Or is it
It's
both?
because he was at Arkansas. Like, I don't think it's both. I think it's just because he was at Arkansas.
I think it's some of both. I do. There were times now, like when Arkansas played Texas Tech the year that they just ran it down their throats, and Texas Tech couldn't stop it. I mean, that there was no stopping that. I mean, that was a really, I don't know, that was a really cool brand of football to see. When I say culture, I think of when he got in front of the podium at a statewide press conference and said, and griped about having to go play in Little Rock and how it was an away game. And of course, this is also the attitude that the AD had at the time as well, Jeff Long. And there was a lot of backlash after that. I know Northwest Arkansas people, I would say most of them, think
Yeah.
it's dumb that the Razorbacks are still playing in Little Rock. I do not. I feel the opposite. I think if you want to continue to appeal to the entire state, then one game a season in Little Rock, one meaningful game per season in Little Rock, yes, at War Memorial
But
matters.
yeah, I was gonna say, but you're playing it on one of the crappiest venues you could pick out of the nation.
Yeah, but where else are you going to go in Little Rock? Quigley Cox
I'm,
Stadium
I
and
would just no, I would just want them to put, invest in Memorial, which I mean, I know they renovated the press box and everything, but they haven't done any changes to the field. I mean, still like running around on concrete out there. The bathrooms, I don't think have even been maintenance since they were built way back when. Uh, but yeah, it's not an ideal place to play. And it seems like every year somebody gets shaken up or injured playing down there.
you're not wrong. Really, the only meaningful thing that they've upgraded in the last 20 years has been the press box, which is really nice. I've been in that press box multiple times when I was a reporter. It is a nice press box, uh, for War Memorial. But yeah, you go to Reynolds Razorback Stadium. I mean, there are bathrooms all over the place, plenty of spots for water. Uh, that's never really an issue. It, Anything there, at least that I've come across. Yeah, War Memorial, there's always something that happens. Um, the problem is it's not so easy to say, let's just put money into building the stadium because that's a city thing and the city's not going
Yeah.
to do it. The city's not going
Nope.
to take care of that. Um, Little Rock has different priorities and probably rightfully so. I don't know. Um, but I think there are arguments for both sides. I think it does benefit if you want to continue to be the state team. You can play a meaningful game per season in Little Rock. Doesn't have to be an SEC game, although that helps. But I think what they're doing this season, playing Arkansas State,
This one will be a
is
good one to go to.
yeah. I think this is a big deal. I've got tickets, by the way. I am going.
Even if it was played in a parking lot, which I mean, that's pretty comparable to War Memorial Stadium. Even if it's played in a parking lot, I'd want to watch that. So,
Yeah, well, I've got tickets. I'll be there, and that's the thing. I saw on like the Bo Mattingly and Chuck Barrett show or like their podcast that they do. Uh, I think Chuck had said something about nobody cares about this game. Maybe in Northwest Arkansas, the rest of the state does not feel that way. Now, I'm not the barometer for the rest of the state, but I know how it is around here. I know how it is
yeah,
in Northeast Arkansas. They care about that game. So yeah, fans
yeah,
do care about it.
we don't care about it unless it goes bad. Then we'll care about it. Because
I
a bunch
think
of
that
people, from what I've seen, it's like, yeah, it's going to be a good game, but hopefully, by the second quarter, we can comfortably change the channel and watch something else.
hopefully, I mean, this is going to be Arkansas State's Super Bowl. Like they're finally getting
Oh,
their shot at Arkansas.
Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup, everything combined. Plus, throw in the Indy 500. This is it.
Yeah. I'm going, like I said, I'm going just for, I just want to see what happens. I'm going for the atmosphere as much as I am the game. I
And to
just,
say you win.
yeah, exactly. I kind of want to just be a fly on the wall. I mean, I'll wear my Razorback gear and support Arkansas, but, at the end of the day, it's not going to affect my mood one way or another, what the outcome is. I just want to see, I just want to see it. I want to see what's going to happen and how fans react to it. I'm genuinely intrigued by that. And that's good because it's really hard to get me to go to a game like that these days just because of um, the crowd mainly. Like I don't want to deal with that many people. Um, that's why I like Arkansas Traveler minor league baseball games because I can get in and out easy. I can be right there and see everything. I can go to the bathroom easy. I can get food easy. And they have decent turnouts, but it's not jam packed. It's not a bunch of loud drunkards. Um, there are a couple, but not just all over the place. It's
Yeah.
just to I don't have to fight traffic coming in. I don't have to fight traffic coming out. That's why I don't enjoy really going to Razorback football games anymore, just because it's too much. It's just too much to deal with. When I
It's a
can
little bit of a
just
hassle. Yeah.
Yeah, when I can just watch it from my recliner, like no, I'll do that where I'm comfortable and et cetera. I mean, they do as good of a job as they can in Fayetteville, at least. Like I said, the bathrooms, water situation, all good deals. But getting in and out of there, gosh, it's a mess. But I do look forward to seeing what happens. Um, I guess we can talk a little about Arkansas football. Just, I don't know if you've looked at the schedule, but what's your regular season record prediction? We can go ahead and do that. First episode back in 5 weeks. I think it's five.
Man,
That's what
like,
we're going with.
I really want to say it's like a 5-win season. But I have hope that we'll do like what we did last season and win a game that we have no business of winning.
Um, just off the top of your head, if you're going to win a game like that, which one do you think it is? I
Uh,
saw somebody do a prediction. They predicted 5-7, and Pittman will be gone at the end of the season, which I could see that happening. I actually agreed with every pick they made except for they had us losing to Auburn and us beating Texas A&M. I would actually flip that.
yeah, I'd flip that because, I mean, we know how the story goes. We've watched it for the last 12 seasons. I mean, granted, this one won't be at Jerry World, right?
I don't think so. Uh,
But it will be at Kyle Field, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. It's I'm pulled up the schedule now. The one that I would say we win that we're not supposed to, it's gonna have to be a home game, right?
I would imagine.
Uh,
Let's go through the schedule. Week
apparently
one.
the A&M game is a home game, so
Okay. Well,
okay,
there.
we'll go through the schedule.
All right. Yeah.
I say that it just screwed up on me. Okay.
And
So
there.
first week, August 30th, we get started off playing Alabama A&M. Just gonna go out on a limb here and say we can get that done.
I'll say Arkansas as well. Next,
Okay. Next is the Armageddon Bowl, the Arkansas versus Arkansas State, September 6th,
which I will
four
be
o'clock
there.
in the afternoon.
Yeah,
You will be there.
I will.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Hogs on that one.
I will also go Arkansas.
Okay. Up next, we go
Hey,
on the
okay.
road
Okay.
to
Hang on. What do you think it's going to be at all close? Is it more likely to be a blowout or a close game?
Blowout.
Really? I think it's more likely to be a close game than a blowout, just because of how fired up Arkansas State is going to be for this. And this is not some joke program. I
No,
mean, they
they've
get
had some good seasons.
yeah, they'll get to a bowl, they'll get to that Birmingham Bowl or whatever the heck it is, and they'll win. And I mean, and they've been wanting this game for decades, and they got it. I think it's more. I'm not saying it's going to be close. I'm saying it's more likely to be a close game than a blowout to me. All right, moving on.
Moving on. Next week we go to Ole Miss. Ole Miss is ranked in the top 20 on both the AP and the uh, coaches poll for preseason.
We
I
have
mean,
Talon back.
and
They
it's
don't have.
Lane.
We have Talon back. They don't have Jackson Dart, which Jackson Dart was the best quarterback in the SEC a season ago. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, yeah.
Which I like what the Giants did in the draft, by the way, and in the offseason. I like the moves that they made, which I haven't been able to say that about the Giants since Tom Coughlin was in the front office. But having said that, Lane's going to continue to do what he's done at Ole Miss, and that's succeed. And I think we're going to I don't think we've changed that much, positive or negative, at Arkansas. Other than getting Talon back, I'm happy for that. But I still got Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Well, I say
Same.
that a lot of our guys jumped to Ole Miss, and my favorite comment from that was Ole Miss really trying to go 6-6 next season. So I really like that comment, but I'm still going to go Ole Miss in that one. I'm more. I think that's going to be more of a heated game than maybe even than the Arkansas State game, just because of
Yeah.
how many Razorbacks jumped ship to Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll agree with you there. I'll pick Ole Miss to get the best of us on that one. Following week we go to Memphis, University of Memphis,
I'll say
and that's not going to be
Arkansas.
a what's up?
I'll say Arkansas, but I don't.
I'll say Arkansas. It's not going to be a walk in the park though.
No, and that's what I'm trying to get out. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah. Next week, we come back home and we play Notre Dame. So Notre Dame is our fifth game on the schedule.
So your math is off.
Well, I'm reading on a messed up page. Um, yeah, I don't see how you pick Arkansas on this one.
Irish,
I'm going Notre Dame.
yeah, 3-2 right now is what we have Arkansas.
Sweet. And then we get a bye week, and after the bye week, we go to Knoxville. We play Tennessee on the road.
That might be the one. I mean, I don't know that it happens 2 years in a row. I mean, you don't have Nico Iamaleava anymore to deal with, but I mean, he didn't do
Yeah,
much against Arkansas
yeah.
a year ago.
Tennessee's really going to want that one though.
Yeah, they are. I say I don't see that happening
I can see
again.
that's a possibility, but I'm not going to call it.
Yeah, Nealon will be rocking.
I'll roll with Tennessee. Yeah.
I will too. Well, so 3-3 right now for Arkansas.
Well, all right. And then the following week, we have a home game against A&M.
Uh,
I don't know about this one.
I just don't know that I'm picking Texas A&M just because of history. Because how
Yeah,
could you?
that's what normally happens.
Yeah, you got a 90-something% chance of being successful if you pick Texas A&M based on recent history, and I'm just not gonna go against that. Arkansas always finds a way, even when they are competitive, to lose this game. I'm going Texas A&M.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll have the lead with anywhere from 20 to 20 seconds to a minute and a half left, and they'll win. It's usually how it goes down. The following week after A&M, we get back-to-back home games. next one is Auburn. I'll go ahead and say I think we can get that one.
I will too. Auburn's got work to do, and they're being Auburn. They're a lot of them are already unhappy with Hugh Freeze because they're not on Alabama's level yet, which they never are, except for that one magical season they get every uh, somewhere between 5 and 10 years. And there's not going to be drastic improvement from a season ago, or that I know of. I'll say Arkansas in that. So 4-4 is where we're at right now,
4-4 is where we're at. All
and
right,
we've
and I think we
undefeated
got.
on everything. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
and I think we're gonna put together a little bit of a win streak here because the following week we play Mississippi State
Yeah, I've got
at home.
Arkansas. Got Arkansas in that.
Yeah. And then we get a bye week, and then we roll into LSU. Even I mean, we could have three bye weeks in a row. I'm probably still going to pick LSU with that one. It is at LSU. It's probably going to be at night. Yeah, LSU on that one. What say
Same.
you?
This is what year 4 or 5 of Brian Kelly now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about where he's going to want it as far as having the program the way he wants it to be. Yeah, I've got LSU. LSU won with Les Miles and Ed Orgeron. What do you think they're going to do with Brian Kelly? I mean, they're going to figure it out eventually. LSU in that. So yeah, 4-5.
All right, and the following week we get Texas. We go to Texas, and I think they'll be hitting on all cylinders. So, I mean, hopefully we can give them a good game, but I don't see us winning that one.
I don't either. There's nothing more to add. I mean, yeah, I think we'll put up a fight because it's a rivalry game for us anyway. Yeah, I'll say, but still Texas. So 4-6. So Arkansas would have to win out to get to a bowl game.
Wait, that's 4-6. That no, that yeah, we're still 4-6. Dang, one, two,
It's 4-6.
five. We're five.
Okay, 4-5.
Yeah, because Alabama A&M, Arkansas State, both win. Both were picking wins. Memphis were picking as a win. Auburn and Mississippi State.
Well, you're looking at it, so I don't know. I had 4-6, so you could be right. 4-5. Either way, 4 wins.
Okay,
That's where we're at. So, all right, what's next?
five wins.
Wait, who was
Next
5?
is yeah. Next
No, no,
is
hang
where I
on.
think
Who was 5? Who was the fifth one?
Mississippi State,
Okay,
Auburn,
yeah.
Memphis, Arkansas State, Alabama A&M.
Okay, all right.
And closing out the season, this is much like the A&M game. They say it's a rivalry. It can't be a rivalry if only one team wins all the time. But I think this year we get it done. I think this is the upset we pull off, the one we win that we're not supposed to, and it's gonna put us over into bowl eligibility. And I just came to that conclusion right now on this show. Just
Okay.
because I think we're gonna win one that we're not supposed to.
And you think
And I
it's going
think
to be
it's gotta be a home
Missouri?
game. I think it's got to be a home game, and through the process of elimination, it looks like it's going to be the Missouri game.
Arkansas doesn't beat Missouri in football even when they should. Uh, Brandon Allen, I think, is the last quarterback to beat Missouri. At least it feels that way. I don't know if that's true, but it feels that way at least. Um, yeah, I got Missouri in that. I feel very comfortable with that. Uh, yeah, I don't see us beating
There
them.
you go.
I think if Arkansas, so 5-7, Pitt Pittman's done at the end of the year. If that's the case, if it's five and
Uh,
seven, they're going to go elsewhere and they'll try to make a big splash higher or bump Petrino up. Um,
oh, you're not even gonna say it, huh? You're not even gonna give it the attention.
what?
The of course, you're not delusional like the other Razorback fans. The whole John Gruden talk.
No, that popped into my head. They're probably going to try to make that happen. Maybe it could. He's not getting opportunities anywhere else. I mean, maybe.
Have Chucky and Bobby P sitting on the sideline.
Now, I'm not saying they'll be working together. If Gruden comes in, I don't see Petrino sticking around for that. Do you?
I don't know. I didn't see him sticking around as long as he has. So
Yeah, I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't know. If Arkansas is going to win one of those games, it's not going to be Missouri. I think it's more likely to be one we don't. It's more likely to be a Tennessee or A&M or um, trying to think of the other, drawing a blank. Uh, it'd be a game like that rather than I don't know. We just don't beat Missouri. Arkansas doesn't beat Missouri. But yeah, I got 5-7. But before we run out of time, how about Cam Little and his 70-yard field goal in the preseason? Big shout out to Cam Little there.
yeah, will they ever opt? I mean, yeah, the right scenario, they might opt for that in the actual season, but who knows?
It's Jacksonville. They might. I mean, they've
They got nothing.
nothing but
I mean,
trend
they got nothing
downwards.
to lose.
Exactly. So it very well could happen.
Hey, best case scenario, how many wins for Jacksonville Jaguars? Four.
I, maybe 6. If you can keep Trevor Lawrence healthy, you got Travis Hunter. Although Travis Hunter can be injury prone, and I don't know how many times you're going to play him both sides of the ball. I don't know how you're going to utilize him, especially if you're Jacksonville and don't know how to even run your organization at this point in time. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think Jacksonville will be very good either way. I like that they got a playmaker. But I think you probably need to build up the line more, the offensive line, rather than trade up for a skill player. Um, but I mean, Travis Hunter is really good, so who knows? Maybe they'll
Well,
surprise us. Probably not, but I don't know.
before
Uh,
we get out of here, what? How did your first round of golf go?
I didn't play. I was in school,
Disappointing.
man. I had
Disappointing.
nothing.
I thought you went on vacation. Thought you went down to Florida.
Yeah, I was in a 5 week crash course of anatomy and physiology too. I had no time to do anything other than now the times I wasn't studying, I did go to the beach, but no, my sister and her boyfriend did go play 18 holes one day, but no, I didn't. I stayed in and I studied. I didn't have time for it, but I do have more free time now, so that's why we're back doing the podcast. And yeah, I've got some really nice clubs in there that I'm going to go use here in the near future. So sorry to disappoint everyone and Bradley, but I don't know. Well, I'll pick it up. I am going to pick up the game of golf one day.
Sure.
It's just it's taking longer than you would like. I know. But that's it. We are out of time. It was mostly a college football show today, but I don't know. We hit record and decided to see where it goes. But we'll be back next week and hopefully have some more stuff to talk about. But sure we will. But until then, see y'all next week. I'm Grandpa.
Brother Brown.
This is y'all.
Peace.